All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakodash. I want to give double honor to the Apostle of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. I want to give a mighty shalom to all the brothers and sisters staying rooted in this faith. Today, I just wanted to make a video before I head out to camp, pretty much, about how we're in those last days, we're in the last times, and the famine of the world will be here at any time. Like, truly, it shall be here any day. So, I want to go through Proverbs 1 and I also want to hit Jeremiah 17. Because there's a lot of people out here who don't realize, like, the Lord's grace and mercy is literally only for a certain period of time. So you need to get the good while I was able to get good. And so a lot of people are turning saying, I'll just wait because you've been hearing about the last days my whole life, this, that, and third. I'll get right when I'm older. You need to get this truth while you can get it now. Because there's going to come a time when you're not going to be able to get it. So I'm going to start with Proverbs 1 and then let the Spirit guide me. It's Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. So what is this? What is it that this means? So pretty much the Lord sends his prophets to the highways and byways. And they teach the word of the Lord. That's how the wisdom cried without. She's pretty much this word is going out on all corners of the earth. And it's for your salvation. So either you hear this truth and you lock in, or you hear this truth and you're damned. Okay? 21. She cried in the chief places of concourse and the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying. So when it says she cried in the chief places of concourse, these are their busy places. The places where all the main things going like the market. So pretty much this is right where like the highway coming off, say you're going straight to the outlet mall or something like that, where you're gonna see a lot of people at. Okay? Saying, how long, ye simple ones, we love simplicity, and the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate of knowledge. So how long are you gonna continue to live in these ways that you're going? That this blind lead the blind spirit, this pretty much this ignorant spirit. You're doing wickedness and you feel like you still gonna have a chance. It doesn't work that way. You need to wake up and change your ways. But if you're gonna stay simple all your life, you already know what's coming to you. Okay? It says 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit into you. I will make known my words unto you. So that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's making his words known to us. And this is the time where we need to pretty much make our bold with the Lord, so that in that day, he'll cover us and keep us away from that temptation, that tribulation. Okay? Verse 24. Because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So pretty much the Lord is reaching his hand out, pretty much knocking at that door, waiting for you to come and answer. But a lot of you pretty much say like, I'll turn to the Lord later on. I don't need the Lord right now. A lot of people feel like that they're in their heaven, that they have everything already. They can do well without him, but it doesn't work that way. Everything in your life is ordained by the Lord. So whether you're going to get this truth or not is also ordained by the Lord. Okay, verse 25. But ye have said not at my counsel in all my Salakia. But ye have said not at all. But ye have said at not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear comes. So since you rejected me, I shall reject you. When that day comes and you begging at the door of the Lord and begging and pleading, he's going to laugh at you. He's going to sit there and watch you torment. He's going to be like, for example, in that judgment day, you can't say that, oh, I didn't know. This word is going out to everybody. At some point in time in your life, it's going to come across you. So in that day, that memory possibly shall get paid back. You won't have anything to say. Okay? Verse 27. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your distress cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Why shall he answer you if you didn't answer him when he was knocking at that door, reaching his hand out? It's like you only want to come to the Lord when it's good for you, or when you're in trouble or in need. When I go to the Lord in all causes, good, bad, for everything. Okay? Verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they will none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. So they despise the men of the Lord. They despise them out there who was teaching them this truth. They were cussing those mans out, scoffing those mans. And in all reality, you're not even scoffing those men. You're scoffing the Lord because he sent those mans. And if you remember in that Ezekiel, me see. Was it Exodus? Exodus 3. No, it's Ezekiel. It's definitely Ezekiel. See, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. So when they were sitting there scoffing, they weren't scoffing. They are scoffing the man, but they're scoffing the Lord in the end. Indigo. They don't realize that because the Lord said, give them warning from me. Meaning this is the Lord speaking through us, right? Okay. What is it? Verse 30. Slakia. They would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own devising, be filled with their own. Eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So pretty much the things that you chose, what you reap, you sow. You want to pick this world, you shall die with this world and be reborn in the next world. Okay? So it's like we send these videos out because we love you. We send these videos out because we don't want to see you have to be reborn. We'd rather see you on the first go around. The Lord said he'd rather all come to repentance than shall see everybody die, roughly paraphrasing. So why not turn now? Why not get right now? Because in the end, everybody shall suffer. It's just depending on which way do you want to suffer. Do you want to suffer through the spirit, going through the straight gate, or do you want to suffer in the fire? Me personally, I'd rather suffer through the spirit. Yes, it hurts, but at the same time, it's a good feeling knowing that if I continue to keep doing this, I have a great chance at being saved. Have a great chance at knowing that the Lord has written me in the book of life. Okay? Verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever heareth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be kept from the fear of evil. Let's read 33 again, because that's pretty much what I was just saying. But whosoever, Salakia, but whoso heareth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. Has not the Lord repeated this time and time again in different books? Pretty much saying that if you do what he asks you to do, he shall keep you. He shall protect you, keep you from the hour of temptation. The Lord's words shall not go out vain. They shall not be for naught. Whether you hear or forbear, they shall happen. So that's what you have to realize. Just because you're not seeing things, even though we are seeing things, you just have to have the eye to see. It's a lot of things going on. You want to see like real life miracles, like X-Men type things. It shall happen one day, but it's you right now. You have to see the prophecies that are unfolding. You have to see the movement of the MOTB coming out. You have to see the famine of the word come. You have to see all of these things. You have to measure the times. And if you understand that, you'll understand that every time these things are happening, these are faith boosters. See, to the blind eye, they don't see that. To the blind eye, they think, oh, well, this happened before. We'll come back from it. No, there's never been a time where it's been this bad. They are literally doing testing. It was just an article, not even, a few days ago, pretty much saying that they're doing brain chip testing on people. What is that? That shows you that the Lord is near. So get your houses in order because he shall come. You need to have that blood of the lamb on your doorpost. Okay? Let me go to that Jeremiah. Because this is what's going to happen in that day. Jeremiah 17:2. Wait. No, wait, is it 2? Hold on. Am I tweaking? Oh, is it 2 and 17? Salakia. I'm going to find it. Here we go. Jeremiah 15:2. All right, 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus says the Lord. Now look, this is pretty much after everything that kicked off. Now they want to come knocking at the Lord or come looking for the prophets of the Lord. Pretty much they're going to be in that day like, where are those men that was teaching on the corners? They shall know what to do. But the Lord also said, and I think it was the book of Matthew, he shall make your tongue cleave into the roof of thy mouth. Meaning that he's going to make you like pretty much dumb when they start asking questions like that. So they're going to be out of luck. But continue on. It says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt say, tell them, thus says the Lord, such as for death to death, such as for the sword to the sword, such as for famine to the famine. and sets us for captivity to captivity. So whatever your lot is, whatever you reap, you sow, that is what's going to happen to you on that day. Okay? So if you don't want to go to any of these things, I would lock in. Truly. Yes, we fall daily, but you have to put in an effort. That's all the Lord is looking for, an effort. An effort to be trying to become better. An effort to be trying to become reborn. Not continuing in this folly. You need to hate this folly. You need to hate these bodies. You need to hate this world. For the Lord isn't a part of this world. He's told you this time and time again. He's also said this is not our rest. So why are we getting comfortable here? Why get comfortable in a place that's going to meet us melting point? Why get comfortable in a place where you don't even have no true liberties, no rights? We're at the bottom of the barrel and you feel like this is heaven? This isn't heaven. Well, why is it that you have to pay for water? Why is it that you have to go work a 9 to 5 every freaking day? Why is it that why is it homeless people? That's the thing. You have to realize that this is a wicked world. It literally said the world was given into the hands of the wicked. And that's why the Lord said, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, but the righteous shall be saved. So if you join hand in hand with them and making flesh thy arms, you're going to die right with them. I promise you. But if you turn into the Lord and built that house upon that rock, and when the wind blew it did not fall, what is that rock? That is Yahweh Shai. So in that day, it says wisdom and knowledge shall be thy stability of thy times. It truly will be. Everything that you're breathing, every time that you study, it is what's building you up for that day. You will have to depend on these things. You have to depend on the Lord. Just like a newborn babe. A babe doesn't know when it's going to get fed. A babe doesn't know when it's going to get changed or clothed. But it happens, doesn't it? Or for example, just like the animals in the world. They eat, don't they? The Lord has made I think that was Matthew 6. He told us, are we not better than that? So he's going to protect us. Trust me, we shall eat. We shall be fine in that day. But right now, we need to lock in and do what the Lord has asked us to do. So when he comes back, he shall say, my faithful and true servant, good servant. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So, to give you, to end it off, because I like to end it off with something that's like a faith boost. And this is one of my favorite scriptures. Ever since I stumbled upon it, I love it. Because it just shows that the Lord has always been with us and he will always be with us. See, so I'm going to start verse 9. Isaiah 41:9. Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant. I have chosen thee and cast thee and not cast thee away. So the Lord has chosen us before the beginning of times, brother. This is a beautiful thing that we are in. He has chosen us out of every freaking body. He chose us. Me personally, that's crazy because I know I'm not shit. I know I don't deserve shit. So for the Lord to choose me, it's truly an honor. But at the same time, many are called, but few are chosen. So really, I don't even know if I'm really chosen. I've been called, but I want to make my call in the election sure. I want the Lord to be like, I called in the right guy. I don't have to think twice because I know my God got me. The same way that he did Job. I want to be just like that. That's why I chose the name Iowa. Job, persecuted. I want to be that guy in the Lord's eyes. Like if Satan try thee, he knows that I'm still going, no matter what, be on the Lord's side. I die about the Lord. All right. Verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee. I will help thee. I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness. So every day that you feel like I can't do this, the Lord is right there picking you right back up, making sure that he's pushing you towards that finish line. So keep striving for excellence. Keep striving for the mastery. Because in due times, brothers and sisters, the world shall be ours. And when it is ours, we need to know how to rule it and run it. So, Lord willing, this video was edified. And with that, I want to give a mighty shalom.